As I told you earlier, guys, we are going to be reviewing not only Thiago Silva, but also Felipe Anderson. This is a really, really good card for a really good price, in my opinion. 5'9", high work rates, 5-star skills, 4-star weak for 86 rated squad and 88 rated squads for this card. For cheap, reliable and fast FC24 coins for team of the season, make sure you go to lootbar.gg. Lootbar.gg currently offers you the 5% tax covered, a refund guarantee, 5% bonus for free, and bonuses on your coins. They also have a 24/7 customer support team, so if you are struggling, you will be able to get that sorted very quickly, as well as incredible reviews, so you know you can trust them. If you do want coins for team of the season, make sure to check out lootbar.gg and use code VIPER for 8% off all of your orders. The link to lootbar.gg is down in the description, so go and check it out. And there's some things about this man that really do interest me. He can play right wing, right mid, striker, and left wing. So very, very good alternates. In terms of play styles, he's got finesse shot, power plus, whipped pass plus, first touch, flair, trivela, and rapid plus. So not an insane amount of play styles, but he's got some very, very good ones. Sadly, no passing play styles outside of whip pass do put you in a bit of an interesting position with this card, because he's got 80 defending, which, if you guys know me, I like playing one of my centre mids in the 4-3-2-1 on get forward. This card would be awesome for that if he had ping pass, long ball pass, or tiki-taka. I still think he could do a job there, but he's certainly more of a wide player in the final third, because he doesn't have any, passing play styles that can help us. In terms of the in-games, very, very good pace, 96 and 94 for acceleration and sprint speed. Very decent shooting, good long shot, shot power finishing and attack positioning. Volleys are decent as well, maybe for them pop volleys that we do like to try out. His passing is actually really good as well. 92 vision, 93 short pass and 89 long pass with 91 for his curve. Interestingly, doesn't have technical, but has really good dribbling. His reactions are a bit low, but outside of that, I think his dribbling stats are very good. 96 agility, 97 balance, 94 for both ball control and dribbling, and 91 composure. And then the cool thing about this card, in my opinion, 88 interceptions and heading accuracy with 96 jumping, 72 defensive awareness and 84 stand tackle. He's then got 99 stand, which is quite important, 80 strength and 82 for his aggression. Chem style for this card. Well, you've got some options, haven't you? You do have some options, but I think for the way I'm going to play with this card, I'm going to go to marksman. With the marksman applied, 99 finishing, shot power and long shots are a very, very good boost. 94 reactions, maxed out ball control and dribbling, maxed out jumping, and 88 for his strength. It's a very, very good boost. And in terms of where we're going to be playing with him, I want him now and stay forward. Yeah, that's how we're going to set up, guys. Let's get into a few games and see what we can do. Okay, guys, I've got to be honest with you. I've already played a few games with this Anderson. He's not very good. He's not very good, man. And I was just getting annoyed. I don't want to kind of provide that kind of content. I'm going to talk about why I don't like him and where I think he suits if you are going to use him. But yeah, not a good start to the gameplay on this one, because I just don't think he suits the playstyle that I'm going for. Maybe he does you, but he's now playing in that right centre mid role. What I said in the bits that I was recording before I got really angry at how poor he was playing, I think this card doesn't beat your front three that you've probably got. Right? He's got a few things that I really like. I like the rapid plus. I don't like the fact he hasn't got many dribbling play styles. I think that's a bit stupid. And yeah, he doesn't feel very good on the ball, considering the fact he's like a wide, flary winger. I could not get on with him at all. So I put him down in this right centre mid role to hopefully just try and get a little bit more from him. He's not the worst physically, but he's also not as good as I was thinking he would be physically. But, this is what happens sometimes on this game. Some of these cards that we use just aren't very good. I mean, that's a great goal. It's a great goal, but remember, he's playing that right centre mid role. He's got to get up and he's got to get back as well. He's not just going to be a card that you play. Wow, that's an assist and a goal for him already. Okay, hold on a minute. Basically, guys, what I'm trying to say is I feel like you will have attackers that are considerably better than this Felipe Anderson. So you're then in a position where you have to drop him deeper to get some utility out of him, in my opinion, because your Musialas, your Drogbas, your Kakas, your Messis, your Ronaldos, your R9 Ronaldos are all better than this card. So straight away, you're in a position where you have to play him deeper. His dribbling is really, really disappointing. I hope you guys could see it there. The dribbling on this card just doesn't feel right. He feels a little bit heavy, which is strange, but this is where he's good. When he's got space to drive into, he becomes an absolute monster. There you go, guys. There you go. It's 1-0. Once he's got that space to drive into, he's really, really difficult to stop. I hope you could see that right there. Got an assist from him already in this game, and what I'm trying to showcase to you is that not all of these cards are going to be good enough. You know, he doesn't have a lot of play styles, first of all, which is okay, as long as he's got good ones. And there is an argument to be made that he's got good ones, but certainly not as a centre mid, and certainly not as an attacker, actually, either. So you're really, really left in a bit of limbo with this card. Now, I think Power Shot's a really good playstyle plus. I never used to think it was that good. But I just feel like you're having to force this man into a team. He's been a little bit better at centre mid, though. You know, I feel like it's unusual to have a card that's got such high attacking stats in the midfield role. And of course, you can't replay this card as a CDM unless you're crazy. But as that kind of third midfielder that is more of an attacker than a midfielder, but is still actually a midfielder, if that makes any sense at all, I think this card is actually decent, man. And that just goes to show, man, how reviews go, right? That's just how reviews go. Sometimes you're a bit blown away, other times you're not, and this is one of them cases where dropping him a bit deeper has proved to work quite well for us, you know? That's better dribbling. It's way better dribbling. Hey guys, this is actually the third game now. Well, not actually the third game, but the third game of using him in this right centre mid role and actually being quite impressed, you know. Yeah, this is the way reviews goes, guys. I know a lot of you are going to hate on this and me changing my opinion quite a lot. I see it. I see the comments. Don't you worry. But what I've seen from him since playing him down here is quite unique, right? Because he's rapid and he does feel fast. You don't really get that level of pace in the centre mid role on this game. You know, you can't, as I say, you can't really play him as a CDM. His defensive qualities aren't that good to be able to play him there. But he is good at getting up and getting down, which is nice, of course. Going into him again here. That's a poor pass. Oh dear. What a game, hey? What a game. Miles off. Okay. Calma. This is a messy start to this game, isn't it? Here he is again. That's what I don't like about him. Sometimes when you're expecting, okay, he's going to have crazy good dribbling in this scenario, it is genuinely terrible. Like, compared to some of the other players I'm used to using, dribbling is quite mid on this card. Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying that, but I am. His dribbling is a little bit mid. And what you want from a card like Felipe Anderson, I feel like, is good dribbling, insane pace, and decent shooting. And he probably has just one of them at all times, which is pace. You know, he does feel insanely fast. I will give him that. But other than that, guys, he is as mid as anyone you'll ever play with, you know. It's that kind of card. And can I recommend him? Not really, man. Not really very good. I don't want to sit here and just, like, lie, you know? I know people don't like it when I'm negative on a review. But I also don't want to sit here and review every card and, you know, say that they're all good, because they're not. And this is one of them few cards over the last few weeks, I would say, that has actually been quite bobbins. But then, as I say, he does have some redeeming qualities. I'm forcing the ball into him a little bit here as well. Let's not lie about that. Wow. But I just expect him to, like, be able to left stick dribble really nicely and all of that kind of jazz. And it's just not coming, man. It's just not coming. That's nice. This is going to be a nice goal. Never mind. No, it's not. No, it's not. Wow. It's a proper tight game, this, with no space to kind of manoeuvre into. Let's see what he can do defensively in this game as well. But yeah, as I say, it's a mid-range card for players that are just coming onto the game or are card collectors. It's what this card feels like who it's made for, you know? Wow. When players like that, Thiago Silva, for example, are made for sweating the game out. This card isn't made for sweating the game out. That's how I feel anyway. You know, I cannot believe how bad his playstyles are, man. Like, in terms of like an actual dribbler. Oh my god, guys, I can't. Go on and find it, Felipe. Yeah, that's an okay pass. It was a through ball. I expected it to go a bit more in front of Musiala, but it was still an okay ball. It was still an okay ball. I'm going to go 1-0 up. And, yeah, I mean, it's just... Oh, ultimately, guys, you know, before I say anything else, this card is just, like, mid. He's just a middle of the line. Kind of, we've seen this card before. Player. That's just how it is, man. Here he is again, though. Oh, I do think he's got sick power shots, so I will give him that. I'm going to test him out here. Whoa! Jesus Christ. Okay, his power shots are insane. You know, as I just said, his power shots are sick. It's a bit of a redeeming quality, but not really. You know, I am just disappointed with this card, guys, because I love Felipe Anderson over the years on FIFA. And I feel like this card just is not what I expected. That's a nice play, though. That's a nice goal. Alright, guys, my review is in on Felipe Anderson's 93 rated end of an era card. And if you've watched the gameplay, you might see that it's a bit moany. But it's not meant to be moany. It's just my opinion on the card, man. He's not good enough to play as one of your front three or your front four. So you're kind of then left with, okay, where am I going to play him? Is he going to come off the bench for me? Yes, he'd be good as a super sub. I absolutely concede that. If you're not going to play him off the bench, where else can you play him? Can I play him at CDM? Yes, probably. In a 2 pivot, of course. With him on, like, balanced attack. I think he'd be okay there. Right centre mid in the 4-3-2-1 is his best position. Doesn't really have the best play styles in the world, guys. The finesse shot's okay. Power shot plus is okay. The whip pass plus is good if you're going to play him out wide. But as the right centre mid in the 4-3-2-1, not really very good. Rapid plus is okay on him, but he feels like he should be more of a quick step plus player. Obviously, he isn't. Flair, terrible. First touch is okay, but you need it as a plus. And Trivella is just not very good. This card is, like, entirely, like, the mid of FC24. He is not spectacular. He is not meta, which is quite crazy to say. But, yeah, he is a card that's made for the people that are just coming onto the game or don't have a lot of fodder, don't have a lot of coins and want to upgrade their team. When they don't get on the game a lot, this is the kind of card that this EA are aiming Felipe Anderson at, right? The player base that watches my videos, and if you're watching me, I'm telling you right now that you do not need this card. You just don't need this card. He's cool as a right centre mid for me in a 4-3-2-1, but overall, guys, I just think this card is not really good enough at anything to get into your main team. And he just then ends up being really, really, like, just average, man. It's disappointing because I love Felipe Anderson and his cards on FIFA over the years. But this is a bad card, guys. This is a bad card that doesn't even come close to Drogba or Kaká for me. I prefer Kaká. It doesn't come close to Musiala. It doesn't even come close to Havertz if I was to use him in an attacking sense. That's where we're at with this Felipe Anderson. Very, very disappointed. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm going to rate him a 5 out of 10. That's how average and mid he is. But sadly, not the best reviewer in the world, and I do apologise for that, just because the card just isn't good enough. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the best player review. But guys, it's going to be it for me for now, so take care.